Hey everyone, and welcome back to part 3 of the Hiram Ring questline. Now then, now that you've got the enhanced Hiram Ring, you can go ahead and come on over here. We'll talk to these two in the Hall of Warriors. They're just going to tell us about death of the scout, all this stuff, and then we're going to go on over to the meadows. So once you're there, you can go on ahead, talk to this guy, and then from here we're actually going to go back down to where one of the locations you could actually fight Ericson, who you'll recall from earlier in the quest line, because right now we're hunting him down or something. So you want to come on back down over here. As you can see, Ericson's actually already here, and I lost a little bit of health from just coming on down here, but don't worry about that. Anyway, there's these bloodstains that we want to examine, so you'll go ahead, examine both of these. Just keep a close eye on Ericson over there. And then, I don't know where these guys all spawn in, which I was not expecting. So there's 3 Abyssal Legion guys, and these are pretty tough if you're a low gear score to fight. And yeah, that's how that ended for me. Very sad. But if you do die, you do have to abandon the quest, and then come back and examine the bloodstains once again. Because if you don't, like you'll see here, examine the bloodstains, and nothing happens. So once you've done that, you can come back, try it again, and what I like to do is get some distance, stealth, because you do have quite a bit of time to stealth and do nothing before they spawn. So here I'm just buffing up a little bit. I probably didn't need the buffs, honestly, but hey, it's nice to have them anyway. So I'll pop a couple of buffs, and then what you can do is you can hit them one at a time with the bow. Get some distance. They will stun you right away, and then they'll teleport right behind you, and then you can start fighting them. And here it's not too hard. This guy does get immune next to the wall, which is annoying. So try not to have them too close to the walls. And as you can see, he stuns me again because I get distance on him. But as long as you don't get too far away, you won't get stunned like that. And then there are, you know, some circles that are telegraphed for you to get away. And then one by one, you're just gonna pull them away and keep taking them all out. And it's not too difficult. The big guy is probably the one that's the hardest to deal with, but you can just go on in and shadow smite him because he's the last one there. As you can see, he's immune when he's doing that big spin, so when he does that big spin, get some distance. You don't need to get too far away, but just don't be in a spin, otherwise he's gonna hurt a lot. And again, he also telegraphs some of his abilities. You'll see a little circle for where he's gonna hit sometimes. So just get out of the way of that, if you can do. And you can see it's pretty close for me. He's in like a really awkward spot. So I don't like having them too close to the wall. Once you've done that, you can collect the necklace. And then we're going to go right back on over to the meadows. So we can just port on over there. Or you can walk back if you like. And we'll go hand this quest in. Alright, and once you've handed this one in, you'll see that he just sort of runs off, and he's like, go meet me in the Hall of Warriors, and off he goes. You don't need to follow him. You don't need to go all the way there with him. You can just port on over, and as you can see, he's standing here. Then you talk to him. They have a little conversation. Again, I paid no attention to the dialogue, because I'm not a big lore guy or story guy. I don't really care too much for it. You go grab that, and then you want to go to the Hiram Cave, and then you'll come in here, to the back of the cave. I'm gonna have a talk with her, and you show off the Hiram Ring. Everyone's like, oh, the Hiram Ring. Have a conversation with her, and then she needs 5 Amaton herbs, 1 orchid, 1 black forest sap, and 5 focused iridium. You should already have the focused iridium from earlier on in the quest line, but if you don't, you've got to just keep doing the dailies that the blacksmith gives you in Hall of Warriors. Now, the herbs are quite easy to find. You can actually just find them along the side of the mountain, quite close to the Hiram Cave. They are just sort of all over the place, and it says of a night, but they are of a day, I believe. Or this might be somewhere else, but somewhere in this quest line tells you to go pick stuff up. And you can pick it all up of a day, so don't worry about it. So just come on over here. You can collect the 5 of these, and then the other stuff that you want to collect, we'll get to in a moment. Alright, and then the other one you want to collect is in the moor at the very top left of West Hiram. And you can get these of a day as well. So make sure to check them. You can grab 2 if you want as well. Have one as a little reminder. You are going to be coming back to this location, so do note that. The Black Forest sap you get from the Black Forest Trent, which you'll do with your reset raids, so, you know, you just, the usual reset raid. I don't even get close because I'm melee and was not paying attention, but you'll pick it up. Check your inventory and there you go, you've got it. That was me trying to click on it, but it isn't just in my really disorganized inventory apparently. And yeah, there's another easy one down. And we'll come back over here, hand in all of those. Again, the focus rating we should have already had. And then it wants us to go just outside the Hiram Cave. So we're just going to come out. We'll talk to him. And then he tells us to go to Belstrom, which is... he's in Diamond Shores. I mean, I'm not sure if we spoke to him in this questline before, but he's also the one you talk to for the Earring questline, which I have but haven't really started because I'm going to do a video series on that as well, because why not? And now we get the quest 2 Beaten Hearts. Now, this requires you to do Library, which I'll have a full video on. Maybe have it linked here somewhere. But you want to get the first boss down to like half health. And around then, he will spawn Gildaron, as you can see here. And then you just want to take out Gildaron. This boss isn't too difficult. The one thing you do have to note is get the right coloured orbs. And when he does his little spin, where a bunch of little things come out, get as much distance as possible. Because he does send out these really big orbs that do a lot of damage, and I've noticed a lot of people tend to get caught by them because they're, you know, too close. But yeah, once you beat Gildaron, you get in the heart, and I'll have a full sort of guide up to this if you're not feeling too confident. Hopefully, if I put up a full guide, you'll feel a little better about doing this part. And then as for Hanor's Heart, this is a world boss that you can find in Hassler, so it's right by the abandoned drill camp. You can warp on over here, and you can do this with, you know, the world boss raids that are on your server, or if you want to do it yourself, you can do as well. The only big ability this guy has is he sort of does a jump up that does a lot of damage when he comes down, so you want to avoid that. But yeah, as you can see here, we're just in this raid. We'll kill him real quick, grab his heart, and then we've got the 2 Beaten Hearts. Yeah, there you go, you get the Hanor's Heart, and you might get a lock gold crate as well. Then we'll come back to Belstrom in Diamond Shores, give him the 2 Beaten Hearts. He likes the hearts for whatever reason. And then, you know, he's extracting the power from them, something along those lines. So he has a little cast time, so don't walk away just yet. And then after that, we have to go back to the Hiram Priestess in the cave. So, go back to Hiram Cave in Western Hiram, come back over here, and then we're going to talk to her again, and she wants us to collect some energy. Oh, she wants us to collect the energy absorb, which all you've got to do for this, confused me for a moment, was you just have to use the magic amplifier on the ring. So, unequip your ring, and then you just want to use that on that. There's a small cast time, and there you go, you get the energy absorbed Hiram Chosen Ring, which we're not going to end the video on that. That's not the next stage of the ring. Doesn't really do anything for you. But next, you get the quest Agile Move, and for this quest, we have to go back to the Hall of Warriors again. So here we are once again in the Hall of Warriors. Speak to this guy, and after we're done with that, we get the quest Chasing the Criminal. Now, for this one, we have to go all the way back to the crime scene, and this time, you'll meet Yagvar, or whatever his name is down here, but it's actually not him, it's actually Corrupted Ericson all along, in disguise. And then you'll get a quest off the unidentifiable corpse. Grab that, you talk to Ericson, who is now corrupted and stronger than he was before, and we go to fight him. As it turns out, he's tough, he hurts quite a bit, and he also spawns these 3 guys. So I would recommend doing this in a group, because it's really hard to deal with him. Luckily, I found someone that was doing it at the same time. So they kind of pitched in while I was doing it. And then, he's not too difficult. I don't even know if he spawned the other guys. I think you can stop him spawning the other guys, actually. I think I stunned him or something and it stopped him. Or I interrupted his summon. Anyway, once you're done with that, you go up to the body. You'll collect the ring off his body. And then you'll come on over to the Hall of Warriors once again. And I just hijacked someone's portal. And then go on over there. Then we'll hand in that quest. And then we get the quest Holiest of Waters, which wants us to collect the Hiram's Mountain water, which is back in the moor. Now, this you probably want to do during peace, because it's a trade pack. And you need to take this trade pack all the way to the priestess in the Hiram cave. Luckily, I have the car. I do also try and get this person over here to get in my car during this, to try and give them a lift, but they don't seem to pay attention to me, and they just get on the donkey and go away. So this is where, you know, I'd add in the Sonic music and the speed lines while we drive, I guess. But yeah, I don't really have to do that joke twice, do I? So we just take the car in, drive on in, we'll hand in the Holiest of Waters, and then we get Purify the Tainted Drink. And for this we just want to press F on this little jar here, purify the ring. This will take a second. And then we talk to them again, and then we've got to merge the rings. Because the rings are, you know, being drawn to each other for whatever reason. And this is where we get the next stage of the ring. So you just want to take your ring off, right click on that ring, and then use it on your ring, and then it merges the two. And there you go. You have the energy combined Hiram's chosen ring. We then hand in this quest, and we get the merged rings. And that is that. That is the next stage of the Hiram questline. I will say, for the next part, you want to make sure to go on over. Hey everyone, Future's here editing this video. I was going to end the video on this note, but I figured I might as well just throw in the rest of the Hiram questline, because I know the next few steps, I'm going to go through them, because I don't want to stretch this out into another video. I don't think there's any point in doing that. But anyway, you come back to Diamond Shores, so we'll come over to Belstrom over here, hand in the quest, and then he'll be like, hey, cool, you've got the ring, go on over to this island, all the way by Noya. So it's right next to Salisbury. But if you're Iranian, you could always just port on over to Cinderstone. I don't really know, wherever you want to go, and then you want to head for this island. It's not the one just next to Salisbury that you can see on the map. It's just a little outside of that. So it's a little bit of a trip. You can hop on your clipper or your speedboat and take either or, and then you're just gonna sail on over to the island. So once you arrive at the island, somewhere near the southwest, there's like a beach. I mean, it's the west side. There's like a little beach and a little dock that you can go along, and then you just want to follow the path all the way around the island. You'll notice that the end of the quest does seem really close. It's just you've got to go around, and there's this like shrine that you go up to, and there's just the person you talk to there, and then you can get out of here. And by that I mean he then turns around and goes, hey, cool, thanks for coming all the way to this island. Right back to Diamond Shores you go. Go speak to Belstrom again. And so we're gonna pop back on over there. Rip my Hereafter Stones. Now you're gonna need 15 Iron and Wizard tokens, 8 Stolen Iron and Anima tokens, 300 Abyssal Crystals, and 200 Starlight Archeum Crystals. Now I did say in previous videos how to go about getting most of this, except the Stolen Iron and Anima. Now to get these, you need to either kill the dog, the big boss in Hereafter Rebellion, because that can drop it, which is a pain to do. I think it's definitely a lot easier as a healer, so if you're going to do that, I'd recommend switching to a spec where you can buff the others in there, or you can come to Diamond Shores, and at the start of every war in Diamond Shores, 2 of these mobs spawn. They're called Stealthy Treasure Hoarders. They just look like Daru, but they are a giant pain to kill. Like, you have to be there right at the start, because it's calmed down a little bit, but usually there's someone there right away to kill it, and they have a few locations on the map where they can spawn. I feel like the best place to stand is on the east side of Diamond Shores, because two of them can spawn very close together, and that's probably your best bet, though I do often see people around there looking for it as well. The Unchained Wizard tokens, for people that don't know, you do the daily just outside of Abyssal Library every day, which I've spoke about in other videos. The Abyssal Crystals you'd get from Library, and maybe doing overgraded dungeons, and the Starlight Archeage Crystal you just get from doing your Howling Abyss run. But yeah, now I'll move on with the rest of the quest. So after you've done this, you also need the Flawless Dream Ring for the next part of the quest, which I've not really done a video series on, but this has been a quest line that's been in the game for a long time. So you can probably find someone else who's done it. If you guys want me to do the quest line, I could do. I might end up doing it anyway at some point, but for now I'm not gonna. But yeah, after you've got the Flawless Dream Ring, you then want to go to the Abyssal Library, and after the third boss in Abyssal Library, you go towards the heart of Unchained, and then just off to the left, where you pick up the staff, is Slevin, who's just this guy who's just chilling there. He's like, hey, what's up? Yeah, sure. And then he gives you the holy water, and then you come back to Velstrom, and that's pretty much the end of the Hiram quest line. Alright, and that is the Hiram Ring quest line, so thank you for watching, everyone. Like, subscribe, favorite, if that's whatever, all that stuff. And also check out the Discord. We have a link in the description. I do have a Discord. It was set up for Twitch originally, so I have a lot of Twitch people in there, but I've set up a chat room for Archeage now, and there's a bot system so you can get a role in there. And hopefully we can build a little community in there, because I want more Archeage people in there. It'd be fun, it'd be good. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.